James, first of all, congratulations, 25 grand winner, a jackpot winner on the first draw of the Leith Lotto. Tell us what that was like, first of all, when you found out.
It was a bit surreal. It's like any of these things. I entered it. Obviously, it was the first draw, so I'd only entered it a matter of a few days beforehand. Bought a couple of tickets for the next 6 months to support the club, and then on Saturday night, I got this email through, and it said, "Oh, congratulations, you've won." Now, I was in the lotto before. It was the Hibs Lotto a few years back, and that was stopped. So, I mean, I did win a couple of things on that, but it's like, £8 or £12 or things like that. So I'm thinking, well, that's exactly it'll be something similar. You maybe win £10, £15. And then you open up the link, and then it's looking at, flashing at you, saying you've won the jackpot at £25,000, and you're just absolutely blown away. You're like, no, this is not real. This can't be real. So then it says, oh, you need to claim your prize. So then the first thing it asks you, once you click on the link and then you go in, and then it starts asking for bank details, and I'm standing going, whoa, hold on here. Initially, I'm thinking, this is a blooming scam. I know way I'm giving my bank details, and I don't know what's going on here. So I had to sit and have a wee think about it. So I came away from the thing. I went back in to my browser separately, and then found Leith Lotto and logged all the way back in. So it wasn't via the link. And no, it was all right. Your brain's telling you this is right because you applied for the blooming thing. But then your defensive mechanism, no, there's a whole lot of scallywags going around. You never know what's up. So then I eventually decided, this was the real thing. So instead of giving my own bank details, I gave the wife's bank details. We're definitely taking no chances. But so then when I went and told her it's in her bank account, she was quite pleased with that, as you can imagine. So there was some dubiety where I never get it back. But no, we're okay. So yeah, that was my initial reaction, was it's too good to be true, but it wasn't too good to be true. It was actually true. So yeah, an amazing, very, very pleasant surprise.
I can imagine. What was her reaction when you told her 25 grand was that you'd won 25 grand? It was in a bank account as well.
Well, that's where it was destined to go. But we changed it after that. Just put it back into our normal bank account. But yeah, that was her reaction. Was absolutely amazing. She was just screaming and clapping her hands, sort of thing, because these things don't happen very often. They happen maybe once in a lifetime. You get a good, an amazing win or an amazing piece of good fortune. If you're lucky, it happens once in your lifetime. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah, great, incredible, absolutely incredible. What are you going to spend the money on then?
Well, it's our 40th wedding anniversary, our Ruby wedding anniversary this year. So we were looking at what we were going to do. We weren't going to do very much because, like I said, I've said before, I couldn't come down to Easter Road to do this was because of distance, and her health is not good. So I think we're probably going to we're going to spend a good chunk of it and go on a cruise at some stage. Right. Maybe before the end of this year, or depending on how tests at hospital and that go, maybe early next year. My daughter and her partner are just buying their first house together. So she's going to get a lump of that. And as I said in the preamble here, I do a lot of I volunteer for the local rugby club and the golf club, and I do a lot of grass cutting. So I've got my mode of transport is a white van. So I'll maybe upgrade my white van. It's getting a bit old now. So for my lawnmowers and all my various tools and stuff that I drive around with. So yeah, so that'll. I think it's important when you get a piece of luck like this, an amazing piece of luck like this, that you actually do something with it that creates a memory, rather than just letting it. If you put it away for another day, it could just fritter away and you never notice it. Whereas, yeah. So we'll get the van upgraded. We'll get a nice lump sum to my daughter to help her get settled in their new house, and we'll hopefully have a lovely cruise for our Ruby anniversary.
Amazing. That sounds absolutely fantastic, and congratulations, obviously, ahead of your Ruby anniversary too.
Yeah.
The Leith Lotto, like I said, this was the first draw. Why did you enter in the first place? Was it just because it was a Hibernian lottery to enter? Was it because you wanted to help the academy? What was the thinking behind that?
Both. Yeah, like I say, I've supported the Hibs for a long time, but I'm not like the proper supporters that are there, turn out there every week, you know, and they go home and away and that. No, because the distance just hasn't allowed that. I've lived up in the North Coast here all my life, and so. But I've always followed the Hibs and I like to support them. So in any way I can, you know, in small ways. So I was in the lotto before. There was a Hibs lotto running before this, and then that was stopped. And then this, obviously, because of my links with that, and I'm linked as a member of the club, supporters club. I obviously got the link that this lotto was coming up, and all the money was going to go to youth development within Hibernian. So I thought that's exactly where you should be putting your money.
That's really good to hear. And obviously, like I say, the kind of Leith Lotto, it's in its infancy at this moment in time. If a supporter is thinking, should I enter? What would you say to them?
Well, I would say to them as a supporter, it's £1 a week, and it's not a huge amount of money. I'm sure some supporters put a lot of money in the club already supporting Hibs, but it definitely makes a difference. Investing in the youth of today and the new players of tomorrow is important for a club like Hibs, and you just never know. You might be a jammy sod like me and win a jackpot, and you'll be quite pleased with yourself then.
Absolutely. James, thank you so much. And again, congratulations on winning the 25k jackpot.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.